Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So I've been quiet on YouTube and it's simply been, as I said before, adjusting to the lockdown and just snooping online and seeing what the Meghan and the Harry are up to, because they've not been very active on their Zoom calls and their Skype calls and their publicity stunts. They've only had the one Remembrance Day publicity stunt, and usually they do a lot of public appearances that are very cringeworthy. But they've been lying low and keeping out of the camera, and what people are saying is that due to their Remembrance Day photo shoot in the cemetery, they are now struggling with their PR, because every time they seem to pop up, they're always getting it wrong. They are always giving the public the wrong impression of themselves. There's this article by The Sun, which I really do agree with, that discusses the way in which Meghan and Harry have now hired two publicity experts in a desperate bid to save their ailing image. Now, they have titled this Meghan Markle hires two publicity experts in a desperate bid to save her ailing image, but we know it's the pair of them because every time they are mucking it up, they are generally together. Meghan is believed to have found these PR experts to save her and Harry's image, which I think more than likely this is all coming from Meghan, because we know that she wants to be in Hollywood and she wants to be a big star of some description. She wants to be a significant figurehead, and right now it's kind of impossible for her to do that when her public image is literally in tatters. She's not the most endorsed or loved celebrity out there, and I think what's happening is that they are losing out on endorsements and collaborations and possibly Hollywood friendships because of the mess that they have left in Britain. Now, strangely enough, she has kept extremely quiet over Kamala Harris being the first female vice president, which is strange because they were so vocal politically, but I think that they have had a second briefing regarding their contract that they signed with the Queen when they stepped down as senior members of the royal family. I think that they went over it and have realised that they cannot really be vocal on political affairs if they want to retain their titles. So they're sticking to that, but we know they're still trying to come back in some kind of form, and they're still desperately chasing that likability, which I personally feel as though they will never truly have. This article is titled Making Her Mark. Meghan Markle hires two publicity experts in desperate bid to save her ailing image after Remembrance Day PR blunder. The Duchess of Sussex has taken on two new publicity experts in a desperate bid to bolster her ailing image, and we know that it's ailing. Their PR shoot in the cemetery did not go down well, and I don't know what was behind that and which one of the pair thought they would be a good idea. I think it was spearheaded by Harry because he's homesick and he has given up a lot for this relationship. He's given up a lot for this sham of a union with this Meghan. And I think that he's desperately missing home. I think he wanted to feel as though he could have his cake and eat it too. It's rather unfortunate for those who have been laid to rest there to have been used in Meghan and Harry's desperate PR shoot to look good. So the article carries on. Meghan has appointed the US-based pair to head up an urgently revamped press team following several embarrassing PR blunders. News of the appointments comes after Meghan, 39, and Harry, 36, were slammed for staging their own pictures in an LA cemetery for Remembrance Day. And we know they hired this fancy bougie photographer who's worked with the likes of Vogue and Kanye West, and it was just pretty much a total screw up. So the article continues. A source said Meghan is well aware that she and Harry are no longer the golden couple. Prince William and Kate can do no wrong now as far as the UK is concerned, whereas she and Harry are seen as a self-interested couple who quit the royal family to pursue their own interests. Meghan hopes to turn things around and show people how committed to doing good she is, and for them to see a different, more positive side to her. Whilst this isn't crisis management as such, given her popularity ratings right now, it's not far off, and we know that there's been many polls done regarding who is the most popular member of the royal family, and of course the Queen is the most popular member of the royal family. I think it's followed by Charles, William and Kate, and so on and so forth, and Meghan and Harry fall right down at the bottom with a said other member of the royal firm, and we know who that is. It's one of the Queen's sons, and it's not a surprise really, considering the amount of faux pas that they have made. It's not the least bit surprising that people are not interested in them or anything they're doing. But the issue that this pair has is that they need this money and they need contracts, and in order to get contracts and in order to be influential and make money out of your influence, you need to have people to influence and you need to be liked. Without the popularity, they're not going to be very successful in the United States of America or make half as much money as what they was initially predicted to make. They're desperate, and it's not a surprise. So I'm going to continue on here. She's taken on two ambitious, smart, career-driven women who have her best interests at heart. Widely respected Christine Welsh-Schirmer, sounds like a German name, I could be wrong, has been installed in a newly created head of communications role, and Toya Holness has been appointed press secretary. Both women recently changed their social media profiles to private, meaning only friends can see their photos and commentary, and I guess that's due to the attention and the gazes of the public who do not like the Meghan and Harry. They probably didn't want to have the hassle of some of the negative feedback that is left on a lot of people's social media profiles who have collaborated with Meghan and Harry in the past. So I guess they thought they would bypass that, which is understandable. Why wouldn't they? I think it's a smart thing to do. So the article continues on. The couple will continue to employ Hollywood PR firm Sunshine Sachs, and their UK-based PR James Holt will report to ex-Pinterest social media executive Christine. So they still have the social media fired up. And it's quite interesting. Meghan said she doesn't want anything to do with social media. She doesn't like it. She thinks it's negative. She thinks it's toxic, but she's so heavily reliant on it to do exactly what it is she needs to do, which is make money, get her message out there, highlight issues. And it's just very contradictory, isn't it? And I think that Meghan has definitely taken over the reins of how they're exactly going to crack America, because let's face it, Meghan is to some extent self-made woman. A lot of people believe that she's used men to get to where she is now, but you know, it's all been a self-motivated, self-starting kind of effort. So yeah, she has had a lot of beneficial relationships. She definitely does date to her advantage, and I think now she's desperately trying to use these skills, which could possibly be transferable. The article carries on to say, fittingly, former high school soccer star Toya previously worked at marketing firm Deluxe. Feminist Meghan would no doubt like the fact that Toya, who has also worked for a London film PR company, states that her career goal is to earn more money than her husband. So they definitely have similar interests. We know that Meghan definitely wants to move on from this marriage in a stronger and better and richer position than what she was when she went into it. A lot of people believe she married for financial advancement, which I personally think she did as well. We know that Harry isn't as money motivated because he's had it all of his life, which is normal. If you've had something all of your life, you're not going to be striving for it. You're not going to be desperate for it. You're not going to be spinning up this really elaborate PR campaign that is about to happen. The couple have also come in for criticism for repeatedly flying by private jet while spouting on about the need for climate control, and they have been lecturing the public on global poverty from the comfort of their £11.2 million Californian mansion. That's the end of the article. The hypocrisy is going to continue on. We know it's all about the cash, and I guess we're going to watch this train wreck happen right before our eyes. I'll be back with another video, guys. Bye.